Disclaimer time! I am not a professional seamstress. I make mistakes and I'm still learning a lot. I'm just doing things the way that works for me, and the way that I do things may not always be technically correct. And I'm sorry if that annoys some of you. I'm a busy mom of two and I like to just focus on keeping things simple and efficient in my very limited sewing time. So if I'm not your cup of tea, that is totally okay. There are lots of amazing professional seamstresses to watch online, but I hope you'll stick around to hang out and we can make some really lovely things together. So thanks for listening, friends. Now let's get into the video. Hello everyone, I'm so glad you're here. I have been gone for a little while, but I am back with another sewing video and I cannot wait to share this with you. I found a couple of circular tablecloths at the thrift store the other day, and I just thought they would be perfect to make into some really easy skirts that ruffle along the edge. So pretty. It's going to be so flowy and gorgeous, and it's so much work that I don't have to do because it's already there, ready to be enjoyed. So all I have to do for this is cut a waist and then add a waistband, and that's pretty much it. I'll obviously finish my edges and all of that, but super, super simple. I've done this before and it was just a really nice, easy project to kind of ease myself back into sewing after having some time off. You can see here I'm just cutting a hole for the waist, and you could Google the exact, like how to do the exact calculations for your waist measurement for something like this. But I just kind of eyeballed it since I have done this before. I kind of knew about how much I needed to take out. And since I'm currently pregnant, I wanted these skirts to be really adjustable. So I cut the waist a little bit bigger than I would normally, so that when I do my waistband, which you will see, I'm going to do a wrap closure, super easy, like a wrap tie closure. It will be adjustable for whether I'm pregnant or not. I can just tighten the waist as tight or as loose as I need to. Perfect for a growing belly. But again, if you want to be precise on this, those calculations are easily found online. I will also try to find some and link them down below if you want to do that, should you find a beautiful circular tablecloth that you want to turn into a skirt too. And here I'm just showing you the fabric that I'm using for my waistband. So on the peachy pink skirt, I'm using this floral fabric. Thought that was really pretty and I had it ready to go on hand. And then on the green skirt, also a floral fabric on this blue background, and the green and those flowers matched that skirt perfectly. So I was super excited about that. Hopefully you won't find the blue too jarring with the green. I really liked the way that it turned out, but I know that might not be everyone's cup of tea. So this is what I had on hand. It's what I liked, and that's what we're going with. I will say real quick, I'm so sorry if you can hear the wind in the background. It is a crazy windy day, and every room in my house you can hear the wind. So this is just what we're working with today. All of this material is thrifted. Like I said, the tablecloths are thrifted, and this material I'm working with here, also thrifted. I pretty much only work with thrifted materials. I just feel like that's a really sustainable way to do things. It's really, really affordable, which I love. I am all about budget-friendly ways to do things. And, you know, it's good for the earth. You're not cutting up all kinds of brand new fabric and being wasteful. So it's kind of fun to find these things at the thrift store and then give them a brand new life and turn them into something beautiful. Especially something like a tablecloth, because, you know, tablecloths are great and all, but it's not a flowy, beautiful skirt, right? It's really fun to take something like that and turn it into something that you can actually wear. I've also done a lot with curtains and tablecloths of all kinds of shapes and sizes, bed sheets. Bed sheets are awesome, actually. If you saw my pinafore video, I used a bed sheet for one of my pinafores, and that fabric is so pretty. It's this gorgeous floral pattern, and it was just a bed sheet. I love it. And it's soft, right? Because you're gonna sleep on it. Usually bed sheets are pretty soft. So it ended up being a really comfy piece to wear as well. So there's an extra bonus. Just cutting this waistband. I should have cut down this clip a little bit, but here we are. And I'm making the blue waistband for that green skirt a little extra long. And then the one for the peach skirt, I made a little bit shorter just to do things a little different and try out a couple of different looks. So this waistband, like I said, is going to be kind of a wrap tie closure. So you'll see the whole process of me making that and attaching that to the skirt. So hopefully it'll be pretty self-explanatory as you see it. But basically, it's just going to leave the back of the skirt open a little bit, and then you'll wrap those ties around to the front, tie them in a bow where you feel secure and where, you know, where it kind of fits your waist nicely, and you're good to go. So it's a really, really easy way to close a skirt. Super easy, super simple, and adjustable, which is always a plus. Here's what we're working with. Oh, they're so pretty. I can't wait for you to see the finished result. I guess you kind of got a sneak peek in the thumbnail, but I'm so pleased with how these skirts turned out. I really hope the wind isn't annoying you. It's kind of annoying me, but I didn't want to have to wait a whole nother day to get this video out. So hopefully it's okay. Anyway, here I am just going through. So on that waist, I had cut that half circle like you saw me cutting there to make the waist. And then I went and I also cut just a small slit down the back of the skirt, what's going to be the back of the skirt, just as a little opening to be able to fit my baby bump and my butt through into that skirt. And now I'm just going through and kind of finishing up those edges, make them nice and neat and clean so there's not going to be any fraying or anything like that, and it'll last. And I'm just rolling the edge and sewing over it. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I like to do rolled edges on a lot of things because it's just really fast and really easy. And since this on the waist part was a curved edge, I just kind of clipped every few inches along that so that it would roll really nicely. And then I'm just going through and doing the same thing on the green skirt. Again, I had cut that half circle like you saw, so I'm cutting that hole for the waist. And then I also cut a small slit along the back of the skirt to be able to fit all of the curves into the skirt. And there you saw I was just clipping a little bit. I did also end up putting in a few little pleats in this green one because I cut the green skirt even a little bit bigger for the waist than I did the pink skirt. And I ended up wanting to do some pleating just to give it a little bit of a different shape. And since this is a longer skirt, I felt like it would make it look even, I don't know, almost more flowy or something. I just love a good pleat. I think they look really nice. Finishing up those edges, almost done, easy, easy. No big deal. And then it'll just be a matter of sewing my waistbands, flipping those, ironing those, and then we'll attach them to the skirts and we'll be done. Isn't that amazing? How cool is that? This was such an easy project and it turned out so gorgeous. This is another reason why I'm so excited about thrifting materials, because you can find the coolest stuff that, yeah, it wasn't originally intended to be a skirt, but why the heck not? It's so pretty. It's so pretty, and it gets to have a whole new life, making someone happy being something that they can wear and feel beautiful wearing. So here I'm just sewing this. I had two long strips for this waistband. So I just connected those right sides together. You can see that little connection there. And then sewing down the length. So I'm just turning this into a big long tube, which we will then turn right side out and iron. Hopefully you'll be able to kind of see all of that, and should be pretty self-explanatory. Again, sewing right sides together so that when we flip it, it'll be right side out, and we'll iron it nicely so it'll be all ready to be attached to that green skirt. Now I'm doing the other waistband. So same thing, just kind of folding it in half, right sides together, sewing down the length of it to make a nice long tube. And then in a moment, I will flip it right side out, which you will also see. And I will probably annoy my mother-in-law a little bit because I use a safety pin. Yep, there I am. It's habit. It's habit. I'm so sorry. I was given some, what are they? called, you know, the tools that you're actually supposed to use to flip things like this. And I ended up reaching for a safety pin anyway. So sorry, Lori. It's habit. And it works really well. So all I did was hook a safety pin onto one end of this tube, and then you just kind of feed it through and feed the fabric through, following that safety pin until you get all the way to the end. Pull it all through, and then you've got your fabric right side out. Super easy. I should probably be using my other tools. I will try to do that next time. And now I'm just ironing it. We want it to be nice and crisp and neat to be attached onto the skirt. And we're already almost done. And I hope when you see the finished product, you'll be as excited about it as I am, that it really did not take long at all. This was an easy nap time project. If you've been here before, you know I have 2 little boys, and my sewing time is nap time. So it's part of why I'm all about being efficient, because I have very little time to work with. So I like to just simplify things as much as possible and hopefully be able to get some projects done during nap time. So this was ideal because I got the entire thing done in one nap time. Oh, fantastic. Now I've just gone and pinned the waistband to the skirt, the waist of the skirt, and I just put it right sides together so that once it's sewn, it'll flip up and be nice and neat. I'll show you a close-up picture of the waistband at the end too, so you can kind of see that better. And then I'm just flipping in the ends of the waistband, those ties, and just sewing those down so those are nice and neat too. No fraying anywhere. Don't want any of that. Same thing on the other skirt, right sides together, and the middle of that waistband, that big long piece that I have, is on the front of the skirt so that the ties are at the back and where that skirt opening is. That way you can wrap those ties around to the front, wrap that skirt around you, tie it in a bow, and it's secured. And there it is. So this is the peachy, obviously, the peachy pink skirt. So pretty. I'm sorry the lighting is not great. I have some pictures for you in just a moment where the lighting is better, but I wanted to make sure you could see kind of the swoosh and the flow of the skirts. That's what we love, right? Love a good swooshy, flowy skirt. And here's the green one. So happy with it. I think the green one is my favorite, but I'm just kind of a sucker for a really long, full skirt. Love it. Love it, love it. There's a close-up of the waistband. Just ties in a bow right in front. Super easy, super adjustable, fantastic. And there's the pink one. I'll try to get some more close-up pictures for you guys next time, and more close-up video as well. Okay, I just finished filming the reveal footage, and I am so happy with these skirts. I am thrilled. I was getting a little bit nervous towards the end because of the mismatched fabric for the waistband and the skirt, but I think it really came together. I'm really happy with it. I hope that you guys like them too. I'm so excited to wear these this spring and summer, and I think they should be adjustable enough that I can wear them throughout my whole pregnancy, which is a huge win, and they're adjustable enough to wear them when I'm not pregnant. So that's exactly what I was going for. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so fun to be sewing again, making a video again, sharing things with you, and I cannot wait to make more beautiful things with you in the future. So I hope you will come back soon, and I will be back hopefully very soon. Thanks for being here, you guys. Bye.